Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Nina. Let us dive into this more restorative practice to soothe your nervous system. Let us start this practice in laying down. So just take a moment where you stretch out the legs, where you stretch out your arms. You can also connect the palms above your head. Just take a full breath in, maybe just lingering a bit the sides from toes into fingertips. You can really also use your hips a bit to draw away and back in. And then as you exhale all the way, hug both knees in toward the chest and give yourself a nice little hug. Maybe Apanasana, where you hug both knees in, even bringing your head in and up. And then just drop yourself back down again. Ground your feet underneath the knees. Hands can rest outside of your body on toward the earth, palm facing down. And take a moment to lift the hips away from the earth. And just feel that first little lift, planting the feet mindfully down on toward the earth and reaching yourself a bit in towards space. Good. The knees try to hug in towards center a bit, sensation-wise. Keep the feet grounded. Feel how the neck elongates and take 2 or 3 more breaths all the way from your shoulders up in toward your knees. Widen the belly, the ribs, and exhale everything out. And then breathe yourself back down. Roll yourself down vertebra by vertebra all the way on toward the mat. Good. Take another inhale, either with or without the use of your arms. Raise hips and raise your arms above your head. Take a full stretch again, even onto your tippy toes. Good. And then exhale yourself back down all the way. Arms float down, hips float down until everything touches ground. Connect with the inhale. And add on 2 more in your own rhythm, lifting hips, maybe lifting the arms. Even here, extending the hips a bit more up in towards space. And exhaling everything back down, curling spine round, a bit of hugging in of the underbelly, activation of your pelvic floor. Add on a nice last long lift here, raising arms, raising hips. Feel the breath distributed around your full front line from your knees back up in toward your shoulders. Take another full breath in. And exhale yourself back down, arms and hips ground on toward the earth. For your next bridge, take your feet a bit closer in so you're able to touch your heels with your hands. Feet about hip distance apart. Lift the hips up and then allow for your hands to connect or clasp underneath your back. And with some strong support through the feet and legs, lift your chest a bit higher up. Good. And then just 3 to 4 breaths. Inhale nicely. Exhale all the way out. Feel or maybe even observe your belly moving in and up. Good. Connect more toward the inner lines of the feet as well. Sometimes we're tending to drop a bit out, so you hug the knees in. Add on 1 more lift. Keep the breath nice and easy. And as you exhale, release the arms first, all the way start to roll yourself down, strong and steady support in your feet and legs. Good. From there, hold the knees pretty far out toward each side. Just give yourself a nice little rounding sensation through the low or mid back. And if some of you like, you even take your head up and just squeeze your head a bit toward your knees. Good. From there, back down onto the earth. Let the left leg slide down, and with your right hand, you catch your foot for a half happy baby. Now, the hand can come outside of your right leg, and you just draw a bit your right knee toward the earth. At the same time, ground your left hand onto your left thigh. And keep on breathing into your hip space, a bit into that compression of your right hip flexor. And just buoyant, a bit hugging knee toward the earth and re-extending through the left side. With another exhale, all the way, support the right foot on ankle by bringing left knee in and then thread through, holding your left shin bone or your left upper leg into your figure 4 position. The right toes are a bit flexed, the left foot is pretty relaxed. With every inhale you take, you move the knees away from you. With the exhale, you squeeze the whole complex a bit closer toward you. Now, where do you want to feel it? Maybe you feel it in your right outer hip. Definitely not in your knee or in your joints, so rather a bit more flexing of the foot, so you're fully going all in on that right outer hip space. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, release the hands and just turn your hips a bit over so your right foot lands on the mat. Maybe you lift the hip a bit so you settle yourself into that twist. The left hand can gently hug away the right knee. The right arm just floats down toward the earth. Breathing into the right sideline here, so the right hip is a bit off the mat. And just finding any kind of angle that helps you open up through that right side. Add on one more in breath all the way. And with your exhale, all the way come back in towards center. Squeeze the right knee in toward the chest. One more breath. Extend the right leg up in towards space. And if some of you like, head up toward your leg. The arm can also hold underneath your knee. With the exhale, switch the sides. Extend the right leg long. Left knee in toward the chest, and then half happy baby on your left leg. Same here. Try to give yourself a moment of time to ground through the right straight leg and to bend a bit in toward your left knee. Shoulders staying smooth, the breath running all the way along your spine from your nose deep down in toward your hips and pelvis. Good. When you feel pretty balanced on that side, and otherwise give yourself a bit more time, start to bring your right knee in and hug the left foot in front of the right leg. Figure 4 on your left side. So again, with your exhale, squeeze everything in a bit closer. With your inhale, give your chest, belly a bit space to take the air in and the breath in. Exhale all the way, hug it in. Feel into your left outer side of your hip, of your buttocks. And again, 1 or 2 more breaths. Also connecting into that sensation of your back line. Like, where is your back hitting the earth? Where do you feel connected? Where can you maybe ground a bit more? And at one point, releasing that and stepping right foot down, lifting hips a bit over toward your left side and dropping the right knee and left foot on toward the earth. The right hand can grab hold of your leg and gently press it away. The left hand just soft on toward the side or a bit of elongating in toward your left side of the body. So it's kind of squeezing your leg a bit further away and pulling your torso toward you so you can breathe into your hip space. Add on 1 or 2 more breaths, finding your sweet spots. Good. And with an exhale, all the way back in towards center. Hug left knee in toward the chest 1 more time, and then elongate your left leg all the way up in towards space. Heel up, toes down, head up. Take a moment to curl it in. Good. And from there, both knees in toward the chest, Apanasana again. You can cross release your arms onto the outer edges of your feet, or you simply hold your foot or your shin bone and squeeze the head a bit in for 1 or 2 more breaths, rounding your neck, your back. Good, all the way. Rock yourself up or support yourself to sit up and find your transition into an all-four position. The hands can rest underneath the shoulders and start to stretch it out into your cat and cow movements. Now you could take it more classic or traditional on spot, or if you feel like a bit of longer distance, you can start to slide your weight all the way back as you exhale. And as you inhale, you peel yourself forward. And again, as you exhale, all the way back into your child's pose almost. And all the way inhaling, rounding or rolling yourself forward. With your next one, you can just slide all the way forward into a nice cobra. Really low down, pelvis, belly button, chest. Take an inhale. And as you exhale again, toes tuck under, squeeze yourself all the way back, head easing toward the ground. Adding on 1 or 2 more, like nice rinses for your spine. And if you have any tension around your head or neck, you can also play a bit with moving the head from side to side. Exhale all the way back. Last one, rolling forward in toward your cobra pose. Take an inhale, pull the breath in toward your spine, realign the hands. Take an exhale, lower all the way down into the earth. From there, hands settle down. Lift yourself all the way into your downward facing dog. Align or arrange your feet so you can have a steady and comfortable spine. And just 2 or 3 nice deep breaths along the back line of the legs. Letting the head drop, maybe bending your knees deeply. And realigning your feet and legs all the way onto your toes. Again, sit deep down into your joints, all the way, knees. Inhale, straighten your legs a bit, ground the hands, super aware. Good, from here, roll yourself forward, nice and soft plank pose. Lower down onto the knees, drop the heart between your hands and take an inhale into your cobra. Take an exhale, everything out. Squeeze yourself back into a downward facing dog. Good, and then just a gentle walk or stroll forward, mindfully step by step, until your hands and feet align top of your mat. So bend the knees quite a lot here and drop the arms as heavy as you can. You can also hold opposite elbow and just start to slide the weight in toward gravity. And with that, you allow for your spine to elongate and to create a bit more space or spaciousness between your ribs and between your vertebrae. The more you can calm down your breath and just ease into toward your present moment, the more soothing it is for your nervous system just to stay and sit with yourself in your practice. Allowing to digest whatever has happened in your day or in your life right now. And just easing into that present moment. As you breathe in, take a couple of rounds. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Hands can also rest underneath the knees. In toward Uttanasana, rounded back. Good. Use the inhale all the way, long breath. Full extension. All the way exhale, ground your head down, relax the lips, the mouth, chin in. Again, inhale all the way round. Lengthen, exhale, and wind down, crown of the head heavy. Take one more full breath. Inhale, hands align underneath the knees. Exhale, everything down and out, chest soft. Take your right hand on toward your left outer edge of the leg. Bend your right knee quite deeply and turn in toward your left side. So a mini squeeze, doesn't have to be a big one. Breathe between your shoulder blades. You could even take your hand and softly massage the space between your shoulders or along your vertebrae. As you breathe out, all the way drop the head. Switch the sides. Left hand, left side of your leg. Left knee bends a lot. And then all the way turning toward the right side. Keep on grounding through your left arm and squeeze a bit more into your right side. Even here, tractioning along your spine if that feels like a nice option. Good. And then breathe all the way out. Bow forward. Inhale, swing the arms over side or center. Take a full inhale. And exhale back out. Soften the arms down toward the ground. As you breathe in, raise the arms one more time. Lift. As you exhale, bow yourself down into a forward fold. Take an inhale. And widen your feet mat distance apart. Also lifted heels or supported with a blanket roll. Take your hands in toward the chest for a moment and extend your chest in toward Malasana. All the way grounding through the feet, but growing tall and long through your upper body. Good. Take another inhale. Maybe move your head and neck a bit. And as you exhale, release the hands down, straighten your legs, bow your head down toward the earth and bring your feet all the way in together. So your big toes are touching now and you're gonna lift your heels up as your knees come outside of your arms. So you're in a little different squat or in a little different form of Malasana. And you let your arms float forward. So it's either your elbows coming down or your hands, but try to surrender your upper body all the way down toward the ground and then breathe into the back line, all the way into your back, from your low back, in toward your cervical spine, in toward your neck and head. Every exhale brings you a bit more into that deeply relaxed state of mind, as you just open up the body from inside with your breathing. That happens naturally, but supported by your conscious and repeated long wave breath pattern. Good. Add on one more deep, long exhale. Soften the head a bit more down. And then hug yourself back up. And either with or without the use of your hands, sit down on toward the mat. Hop yourself a bit further back so you can extend your both legs. And then you inhale. So you want to make sure you keep your back a bit neutral or long. So instead of rounding too much, you just bend your knees a bit and lift the arms up. Take a full breath in, open up, take a full exhale out. Keep your knees deeply bent. Maybe your hands reach the feet, maybe your hands reach the sides. As you breathe in, open up the chest. As you exhale out, lower down your forehead toward the ground. And again, inhale all the way, little lift, like a wave through the spine. Even here, allow for any movement that feels good to yourself. Exhale, bow yourself forward. Everything toward the earth. Good. Add on 2 more. Inhale, unravel the spine. Knees can still be bent. Exhale all the way. Reach your spine a bit longer and more down toward the earth. Grounded breath. Take a last one. Inhale all the way up. And exhale everything back down. So maybe by now you want to keep the legs a bit more straight, but you can always keep that micro bend. And then drop your head all the way toward the earth and just surrender a bit into that forward fold. Your arms, shoulders are smooth and soft. And if you could have a block for support underneath your head. Otherwise, just drop the head into its space. And breathe into the back line, which is said to be your universal side, the side that connects into the space around. So adding on a couple of breaths in through your nose And deepening with your exhale, surrendering into your fold. And like a wave through the body, inhale all the way. And allowing for that exhale to take the space of your inhalation. Inhale all the way. And deep long exhale. Move a bit further inside just by breathing. As you release, curl your spine all the way up, super slowly, mindfully. Support with your hands to lay back down onto the earth. Good. Take another body stretch. Arms can settle above your head. You can move your feet, your toes a bit, even your ankles, your fingertips, your wrists. And with that, take a deep exhale. Wrap your arms around yourself for a moment, just as if you want to hug yourself. Good, and then switch the direction all the way opposite arm on top. Squeeze everything in. And then inhale, arms over your head, back down toward your spine. One hand on your belly, one hand on your belly and chest space, or just a little bit higher up. Good, and as you witness how you can soften in toward yourself, experiencing the depth and dimension of your practice. Just taking a moment of thankfulness and dedication towards your body and also towards the shifts and changes that you can create within a couple of moments of dedicating awareness to yourself. And then you breathe a deep breath in. And you exhale a deep breath out. Inhale again, everything in toward your cells, in toward your nervous system. Exhaling everything out through your nose or mouth, softening around the heart. Inhale again, full breath in. Feel how your belly rises and lifts for your breath to enter. And feel how your navel touches the base of your spine as you breathe out. Finding your Shavasana, maybe covering yourself with a little blanket or just dropping into it, that well-deserved rest. Can you gently start to deepen your breathing again, diving the breath a bit further down into your ribs, into your hips. Wiggling your fingertips, your toes, even extending the arms over body for a full, nice breath in. And then you exhale one knee after the other into the chest. Giving yourself a nice little curl, shrug, or hug. And over the side and in your own time, roll yourself all the way up in toward your seat. And keep your eyes closed for a little moment and just connect the palms in toward the heart center. Take a full inhale along the spine and take a soothing and deep exhale down and ground yourself in toward that restorative practice. Namaste.